And here we are for game 2 of our doubleheader between Hurley and Wheaton. Both these two teams are coming off losses. Wheaton fell to Crane 10-3 on yesterday at Hurley, and Hurley was shut out by Hartville by a score of 14-0. Lineup will look like this for the Hurley Tigers. It'll be Sean Whitlack leading off pitching. Hitting second is Kason Youngblood, playing shortstop. Hitting third is the catcher Colton Graves. Hitting cleanup is the third baseman Jordan Cloud. Hitting fifth is the center fielder number 5 Mason Dunn. Hitting sixth is the left fielder in Charlie Ross. Hitting seventh will be the second baseman in Nola Powell. Batting eighth is the first baseman in Daniel Keithley, and the man batting ninth will be Alex Medlin playing right field. Leading off top of the first inning for the Tigers, pitcher number 9, Sean Whitlack. It'll be Sean Whitlack to lead it off for the Tigers. Currently 1-5, I believe, on the year. I don't know if Wheaton has yet to record a win on their schedule. First pitch is going to be a ball, 1-0. In the last game, the Pirates were defeated by a score of 11-1 in 6 innings. So if I'm correct, Crane will play probably the second game on Saturday, as that ball is dropped. Or they could play the early game on Saturday, but who knows? Shortstop number 7, Kason Youngblood. Youngblood digs in. He's batting from the right side. No score here at the top of the first inning between, once again, Wheaton and Hurley. Hurley, I believe, is in the Mark Twain Conference. Wheaton is in the Ozark 7. Swing and a miss, and it is right now 2-1. Hurley is the away team, and Wheaton is the home team. That's the team in the field. Wheaton's wearing their maroon jerseys, maroon caps, and gray pants. Hurley in their red jerseys, red and white caps rather, and white pants. The pitch. It's downstairs, and it is 1-0, looks like. Hurley has already a man on second. Takes a strike, and it's now 1-1. Next pitch. Here it comes. Upstairs now. And it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch, and a walk will be issued. And that's going to put runners on at first and second base for Colton Graves. Catcher, number 3, Colton Graves. Graves digs in, batting from the right side. The pitch swung on in a little chopper, right to the shortstop, throw on to first, and that's how we get out number 1. Third baseman, number 10, Jordan Cloud. Jordan Cloud, the batter, batting from the right side with 1 out, I believe, here in the top of the first inning of play. Tigers already have runners at the corners. Pitch, ball gets away. This is going to score a run, and it's now going to make it 1-0 Hurley here in the the top of the first inning of play. In the last game, once again, it was an 11-1 victory for the Eagles. Lights have already come on here in Crane. Swung on in a little chopper. That's going to be past the shortstop. That's going to be in for a base hit. 1 run is in. That's going to make it now 2-0 Hurley here in the the top of the opening frame. Left fielder, number 14, Charlie Ross. Charlie Ross digs in. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The pitch swung on in a little tapper right to the shortstop. He throws, underhands it, gets him for out number 2. And now we have a runner at third. The 1-1 is outside, and it is 2-1. Already 2 outs here in the inning. The pitch swung on in a pop fly. Who's going to get it? The second baseman has it for out number 3, and we head on to the bottom of the first inning. Bulldogs come up to bat. It is 2-0 Hurley. Fernando Gonzalez leads it off for the Wheaton Bulldogs here in the bottom of the first inning of play. 2-0 our score in favor of the Tigers. First pitch of the swinging strike, 0-1. Lineup for Wheaton looks like this. It's going to be Gonzalez, Bateman, Morgan, Royer, Roller, Johnson, Bratton, Shockley, and Bratton. It's going to be a little blooper. He's not going to make it, and it's now going to be a man on first with nobody out. And it's going to bring up Brody Bateman to the plate. Pitcher number 7, Brody Bateman. Brody Bateman comes on in with the man on second base here in the bottom of the first inning. This game could get pretty interesting. Let's see. Two nothing our score here in the bottom of the first inning of play. Pitch is just a little bit off the plate, and it is 1-0. Two balls and no strikes. The count there to Bateman with a man on first. There goes the runner. There goes the throw down to second base. Is going to be offline. And Gonzalez will be on with us. Will be on second with a stolen base. Two and 0 the count to Bateman. The pitch is upstairs, and that's going to draw a walk. Catcher number 5, Blake Morgan. Morgan the batter. Teams that are currently in this Crane Fall Woodbat tournament is Billings, Blue Eye, Conway, Crane, Fordland, Galena, Exeter, Hartville, Hurley, Marion, Sierra, Purdy, Southwest, Sparta is a runner. Runners now move to second and third. Southwest, Spokane, Verona, and Wheaton are the teams currently playing today. Are the teams in this Crane Fall Woodbat tournament. Coach Quinn Appletoft is the head coach of this Hurley team. And Coach Tucker Dermott is the head coach for Wheaton. One ball and one strike, the count to third to Blake Morgan. That's going to be Hayden Royer to the plate. Third baseman number 25, Hayden Royer. Hayden Royer digs in. Holds the batter. Way well above his head. About like Ryan Braun. One ball and no strikes to count to Royer. Once again, Wheaton coming off a 10-3 loss to Crane. Hurley coming off a 14-0 loss to Hartville. Sun's starting to set here in Crane. The pitch. Strike, says the home plate umpire. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Want to know the count to Royer. The pitch. Strike, says the home plate umpire again. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a strike 3, and that's going to be out number 2, and it's going to bring up Riley Roller to the plate. Second baseman number 23, Riley Roller. Roller, the second baseman, and hitting in the 5th position. Two outs here in the bottom of the 1st inning of play. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a pitch high up in the zone, and it is 0-1. Two outs here in the bottom of the 1st inning of play. The pitch. Is a little off the plate, and it is 1-1. We'll take a look at the Cardinals and Orioles game tonight from Oriole Park at Camden Yards. 1 ball, 1 strike here in our game. The pitch is upstairs, and that will draw a walk. Left fielder number 24, Preston Johnson. Currently, right now, Cardinals have a 1-0 lead over the Baltimore Orioles. So, if St. Louis wins, they will have a 6-3 road trip. That's something for the Cardinals to come home to. They will be off tomorrow. They are coming back from Baltimore. And Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, they have a series coming up with the Philadelphia Phillies. 1 ball, no strikes to count to Preston Johnson as we're working through the lineup here in the bottom of the 1st. The pitch upstairs, and it is 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to Johnson. The pitch is going to be a strike, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch to Johnson. Swing and a miss on a pitch on the outside part, and it's now 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the first inning of play. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball into shallow left, and that is going to go foul. That's going to be and we will do it again. The pitch. Strike 3, as that is how the top of the second inning bottom of the first inning, comes to a close. As we head on to the top half of the second, it is 2-0 Tigers. Noah Powell leads it off for the Hurley Tigers here in the bottom of the Nothing in 2. The count once again to Noah Powell. here in the top of the second. The pitch, swing and a miss. He is down. He is now going to look at 0-2, strike 2. Next pitch, strike 3 as he is down on strikes. That's going to send up the batter to Daniel Keithley to the plate. First baseman number 11, Daniel Keithley. So Daniel Keithley at the plate for the Tigers here in the bottom of, or here, in the top of the second inning of play. Tigers have the advantage. It's 2-0. Swing and a miss now, and it is 0-1. The next pitch downstairs, and it gets away, and it's now 2-1. The count there to Keithley. That's Daniel Keithley. Already 1 out here in the inning. The pitch upstairs, and it is 3-1. Now walk will be issued for Keithley. Now it's going to be up to Alex Medlin to the plate. Right fielder number 2, Alex Medlin. Medlin holds the bat up high. The first pitch to him is going to be outside, and it is 1-0. The next pitch, a little bit of a half swing, and it's now 1-1. Once again, 2-0 in favor of Hurley. The next pitch, swing and a miss, and it's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. The next pitch, strike 3 as he is down on strikes. And that brings up the leadoff man in Sean Whitlack to the plate. Pitcher number 9, Sean Whitlack. Whitlack comes in. He, I believe, was either got on base either by a walk or by a single his last plate appearance. The pitch, swing and a miss, and it is 0-1. The pitch, way outside, and it is now 1-1. Once again, 2-0 in favor of Hurley here in the top of the second. They already have a man on first. Here's the pitch. It's upstairs, and it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. One. Popped up and fouled. One ball, 1 strike. The count to Whitlack here in the inning. The 1-2 pitch. Runner goes. There's a little blooper. It's going to be caught there by the pitcher. And that's how the top of the second comes to an end. We head on to the bottom of the second inning. It is 2-0 Tigers. Logan Bratton will lead it off for the Wheaton Bulldogs here in the bottom of the second inning of play. We're just about ready to get things going here in the bottom half of inning number 2. We are currently, so far not too shabby if you ask me. This is our second and final game of the night. After that, we'll be back here tomorrow. We'll have 2 more games on tap. Chances are it'll be Hartville taking on I believe that will be the semifinals tomorrow night. So yes, this will be the semifinals. It will be, I believe, Hartville taking on Hartville taking on either one of these teams, Galena, Spokane, Blue Eye, or Galena most likely, maybe Purdy, Southwest. Possibly Morrisville, maybe Conway, or even Billings. 2 balls and no strikes to count to, once again, Logan Bratton as he lost that one foul. So consolation will look like this. It will be, so Crane looks like could play either one of the early games, either the first game or the second game of the games, or of the day on Saturday. As Bratton draws a walk. Right fielder number 3, Mitchell Shockley. Mitchell Shockley digs in. He is hitting in the 8th spot for the Wheaton Bulldogs. So winner of this game will move to consolation. Chances are they will play. They could play Spokane. They could play whoever lost the pool play or lost in pool play. Who knows? Crane could play one of these teams in Hurley or Wheaton. Crane's already seen both Hurley and Wheaton. Hurley once and Wheaton twice. 2 balls and no strikes to count to Shockley. That's Mitchell Shockley. Once again, Hurley has the advantage. Two balls and 1 strike to count to, once again, Mitchell Shockley. He's got a man on first. Upstairs now 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike to count to, once again, Shockley. The 2-1. It's downstairs and a walk will be issued for Shockley, and it brings in the batter in Cameron Bratton. Shortstop, number 14, Cameron Bratton. Two balls and 1 strike to count to Bratton. Two and 1. Three balls and a strike once again to Cameron Bratton. He's got runners on first and second. The pitch, swing and a miss. And it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. Two balls and 2 strikes. Pitch up and pitch upstairs, and it's going to be a walk issue to Bratton. Center fielder number 2, Fernando Gonzalez. And we'll see Coach Quinn Appletoft come out to talk things over with his pitcher. As we look to calm things down for Hurley, you know you got that 2-0 advantage. You do want to protect. 2-0 our score once again during a pitching change or a coaches meeting on the mound. So it will be Fernando Gonzalez, the leadoff man for Wheaton. And Wheaton already has bases loaded here in the bottom of the second. The first pitch is going to be a strike, 0-1. The next pitch, swing and a miss, and it's now so the schedule has been set for tomorrow. It will be Southwest taking on Hartville. First game will be Crane taking on Morrisville, and Purdy will take on Blue Eye on Saturday. So Morrisville and Wheaton will play, or no, not Morrisville, but Hurley and Wheaton, possibly Spokane and Sparta will play at different sites. The pitch upstairs, strike 3 as he goes down on strikes. Pitcher number 7, Brody Bateman. So it's Brody Bateman after the strikeout. Score update to tell you about, it is Southwest defeats Purdy 1-0. Galena defeats Blue Eye 7-1. And Billings are in, I believe that one's at Fordland, as it is 5-1. Billings defeating Morrisville. So, like I said, the semifinal bracket for tomorrow night will feature Southwest and Hartville and Galena and Billings. Hartville will look to play their way into the championship. They got to get through Southwest if they want to get to the championship. Same as Southwest, they got to get through Hartville. And Billings will have to get through, once again, Galena. So it's going to be, it could be Hartville against Galena, Hartville versus Billings, Southwest versus Galena, or Southwest against Billings for third place and the championship. 0-1. Little inside, and it is 1-1. One out here in the bottom of the second. Once again, Hurley leads it 2-0. Here's the pitch. Way outside, and that is, that's going to be now 2-1. The count there to Brody Bateman. The pitch, swing and a miss, and that is strike 3. And that's how he's down on strikes, and that will send up the batter in Blake Morgan to the plate. Catcher number 5, Blake Morgan. So Blake Morgan will come on out to the plate. First pitch, look out, and that is going to be ball 1, 1-0. Get another update from you from all the MLB scores that we are following. Hold on just a second. 1 1-0 the count to currently to Morgan. Cardinals and Orioles are in the top of the 8th inning. 2 outs in the 8th. Cardinals still holding on to a 1-0 lead. Kansas City has a 2-0 lead over the White Sox. Marlins lead the Brewers 1-0 in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2-0 Kansas City over Chicago. Houston leads Oakland 5-0. Texas has a 7-0 advantage over Toronto. Atlanta leads Philadelphia by a score of 4-1, which is who the Cardinals are going to be seeing once they get back to Busch Stadium. That's the Pittsburgh Pirates lead the Washington Nationals by a score of 7-5. That game is in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Dodgers are hosting the Padres tonight. That's going to be a 9:10 p.m. first pitch there from LA at Dodger Stadium. Chiefs are going to be in Jacksonville as they look to overcome that opening day loss on Thursday night. The Rockies were actually victorious over the Cubs 7-3. They're in Denver. 2 balls and no strikes to count here in our game between Wheaton and Hurley. It's still 2-0. Check. He's back in safely. The 2-0 pitch. Is now 3-1. The count there to, once again, Blake Morgan. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Or no, pardon me. Takes the strike, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Now so it's now 2-1 Wheaton, or 2-1 Hurley, excuse me. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, and it is 3-2. So it's anybody's pitch when it gets to a full count. Got the tying run on third, and the go-ahead run on second base. The pitch, bunts it foul. And we'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Two away here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Pitch, swing and a miss, and that is how the inning comes to a close, but the Bulldogs get a run back. We head on to the top of the 3rd inning, 2-1 Tigers. This Ozark Sports Report game is brought to you by Mama's Kitchen, located at the intersection of Highway 413 and Dodge Hollow Road, located in front of the Creekside Shopping Center right here in Crane, Missouri. They offer the Cooper's Deluxe Burger along with their corn dog, or not their corn dogs, but their hot dogs or chili dogs, chicken sandwiches served with a bag of chips, however you want it. They also have Coke and Pepsi products along with Golden Peak sweet and unsweet tea along with watermelon tea, and can't forget about their lemonade. That's once again Mama's Kitchen, located at the corner of Highway 413 and Dodge Hollow Road. Currently here in the top half of the third inning, swinging a miss, and it is 0-1 the count. As I look at the other scores, also the Mariners defeated the Angels by a score of 3-2. 7-3 was the final score between Colorado and Chicago. Catcher number 3, Colton Graves. Colton Graves comes on in. He is batting from the right side. Already one out here in the bottom of, the top of the third inning. So far a good game between these two teams. As you know, that pitch is hit foul. Yes, don't forget, we have shirts for sale. Definitely go to our Facebook definitely go to our Facebook page or our Twitter, Instagram, or right here on YouTube. Also, the link is in our description box. In this same exact live stream that you're looking at, you know, our prices actually start at $14.99. We have coffee mugs, we have infant onesies, we have youth t-shirts, women's t-shirts, unisex t-shirts, hoodies, along with sweatshirts. Hey, we may have a tank top in there. Definitely, you see one, definitely come up. Definitely don't forget to don't forget to get yourself some Ozark Sports Report merchandise. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to there to Mason Dunn as he strikes out. Number 10, Jordan Cloud. So pardon me, that was Jordan Cloud. Colton Graves actually that just struck out. The pitch, look out! That's going to hit him right on the flap of his batting helmet. Now we're bringing the batter in, Mason Dunn, to the plate. Center fielder number 5, Mason Dunn. Mason Dunn coming in with 2 outs here in the inning. The pitch. The ball gets away. As he's going to head on to second base, and he will stop there on the pickoff attempt. Another hit batter, and that will put runners now at first and second base with a chance for the Tigers to get that run back. Left fielder number 14, Charlie Russ. Two away here in the bottom, or rather the top of the third inning of play, as it's going to be another hit batter for Wheaton, and it's Noah Powell. Second baseman, Noah Powell. So Noah Powell will come and hit in the right side batter's box. The pitch. And the ball gets away. This is going to score a run. Noah will hesitate right on back. And he will slide into third. Another run scores. And everyone's going to be safe here in the top of the third inning, so that makes it now 4-1. Hurley. The 1-0 swung on in a little ground ball to the second baseman, who throws on to first. Run scores, and that's how the inning the run doesn't score, and that's how the inning comes to a close. We head on now to the bottom of the third inning. Halfway home, it is 4-1 Hurley. Riley Roller lead it off for the Wheaton Bulldogs here in the bottom of the third inning of play. Wheaton trails at 4-1. 2 balls and no strikes to count to You're a roller. The next pitch. Strike, says the home plate umpire. It is now 2 balls and 1 strike. The next pitch is two and oh, or excuse me, now 3-1. Now that is going to be strike 3. He swings and misses on 2 after a 2-2 count, and it's going to be up to Preston Johnson. Left fielder number 24, Preston Johnson. Three balls and 2 strikes, or excuse me. Gotta have your imaginary scoreboard when the scoreboard isn't accurate. The pitch is upstairs and it is 1-0. The next pitch outside, and it is strike, says the home plate umpire, and it's 0-1. One out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The pitch, strike 3, as he goes down on strikes, and there's 2 outs here in the inning. First baseman number 22, Logan Bratton. Logan Bratton leads off, comes on in here in the bottom of the 3rd inning with already 2 outs. First pitch swinging, strike 1. The next pitch upstairs, and it is now 1-2, the count. The next pitch swinging and a pop-up foul. So tomorrow night will be the semifinal games. It will be Southwest taking on Hartville, and Billings will take on, that's strike 3, and that will end the bottom half of the 3rd inning. We head to the 4th. It is 3-1 Hurley. Alex Morgan leads it off for the Hurley Tigers here in the the top of the 4th inning of play. This is part of the Crane Fall Woodbat Tournament here at Tootie Parsons Memorial here in downtown Crane, as Midland will head on out. We'll try and run out that ground ball. Pitcher number 9, Sean Whitlack. So it's Sean Whitlack to the plate for the pitch is going to be a ball, 1-0. Here to Whitlack. The next pitch swung on and swatted right to the third baseman. He throws on to first, easy money, and that's how out number 2 is recorded. As he flaps his hand. Number 7, Kaysen Youngblood. Kaysen Youngblood bats here in the inning, and a line out there by the third baseman, and that's how the 4th inning. That's how the top of the 4th comes to an end, and we are going to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is 3-1 Hurley. Mitchell Shockley leads it off for the Wheaton Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 4th inning of play. So far, a pretty good game, moving on at a pretty good clip. As the first pitch to him is going to be a ball, 1-0. Final score from Baltimore. The St. Louis Cardinals are coming home winners. And it's going to be a happy flight back to the Gateway City as the Cardinals take the series and win it by a final score of 1-0. Drew Rum gets the win for the Cardinals. Kyle Gibson takes the loss for the Orioles. And I believe Ryan Helsley got the save for St. Louis. So the Cardinals are coming home winners. Hey, let's see if the Cardinals can win out the rest of the schedule of 2023. Shortstop number 14, Cameron Bratton. Cameron Bratton will come on in. He is here in the bottom of the fourth, swinging a miss, and it is 0-1. So a good pitcher's game for St. Louis. So Cardinals are just actually trying to win out the schedule, possibly make it a winning season. Here, they've currently been down in the in the standings. Possibly they can get, as close as they can to the Wild. They're trying to push for a playoff spot. I mean, they'll come pretty close. If they're just going to start winning out the schedule. The Cardinals have just let's see, 3 more home stands left, or 3 more series left at home with the Phillies, Brewers, and Reds, and then just 2 more series on the road. Center fielder number 2, Fernando Gonzalez. So as I was saying, the Cardinals are just trying to win out their schedule. So St. Louis currently on a 2-game winning streak. Let's see if they can keep the winning streak going. And like I said before, they do have just 2 more homestands left and 1 more road trip they gotta make. Runner. They're gonna throw to second base. And he'll end up safe, and he will wind up safely. So as I was saying, the Cardinals will now have just 5 more series left. So they have a 3-game weekend series with the Phillies coming up on Friday night, Friday through Sunday with the Phillies, then Monday through Thursday with the Brewers, and then on the road Friday through Sunday in San Diego with the Padres. So that is 3, 7, 10. And then after a 3-game series with the Padres, a 3-game series at Milwaukee, as a walk will be issued to Gonzalez. Pitcher number 7, Brody Bateman. (3-1) in favor of the Tigers. So let's see, St. Louis currently has, so after the 3-game series with Milwaukee, at Milwaukee, then the Cardinals are back home for one last time against the Reds. So, where were we at? We were at 10, 13, 16 more games left in the regular season for the Cardinals. As if they win out, they're going to come just short. They're going to come just so short in what has been a disappointing season for St. Louis. 0-2 the count here in our game. The pitch. There goes the throw. Way off target. And he will be on base. They're at third, and it's going to bring in the batter in Blake Morgan. Catcher number 5, Blake Morgan. So just about every team has about 15 to 16 games left. Cardinals' elimination number in the Central is down to 1. But for the Cardinals to come back up in the wild card, that elimination number is down to, I believe, 15. So St. Louis could be eliminated from playoff contention probably at season's end. 0-2 the count to, once again, Blake Morgan. And so far, this game has moved right along as he strikes out. almost brought his bat down in rage. But we head on to the top of the 5th inning, 3-1, Hurley. Leading off the top of the 5th inning for the Hurley Tigers, number 3 catcher Colton Graves. Colton Graves leads it off for the Hurley Tigers here in the top half of the top half of the fifth inning. Excuse me. The first pitch is going to be upstairs, and it is 1-0. So if the Cardinals were able to make it to the postseason this year, I mean, that's going to be a miracle for St. Louis to make it to the postseason. Line out there to the center fielder. Third baseman number 10, Jordan Cloud. So as I was saying, the Cardinals will need to basically win out their schedule.
I was told to tell you we're closing up the concession stand.
I'll announce that at the end of the inning.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So it would be a miracle for St. Louis to win out their to win out their schedule. I mean, unfortunately, they're not going to make. They probably will not make it to win the Central Division. As you know, time is running out with 16 games left on the schedule for St. Louis. Center fielder number 5, Mason Dunn. That was after the Jordan Cloud fly out. But if St. Louis was to make it into the postseason on a miracle, they're not gonna last long. They're gonna have to at least play teams like Milwaukee, Arizona, possibly Philadelphia. As you know, the Cardinals are currently on a 2-game winning streak. They're gonna have to. They're going to have to basically win out their schedule if they want to save this season from being a losing season. Strike 3 as he is down on strikes. We head on to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is 3-1 Tigers. Hayden Royer will lead it off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. We are just cruising right through. First pitch swinging strike, and it is 0-1. So if you were in our last stream, I was actually talking about my World Series predictions for this year. I voted on the Atlanta Braves and the Baltimore Orioles. At first I said it was going to be the Texas Rangers and the Atlanta Braves in the World Series. I mean, that one is always a good one. Tampa Bay, Atlanta is another one. LA and like I said, LA, Tampa Bay, LA, Baltimore, LA and Houston once again, LA, Seattle, Philadelphia. As like I said, the teams that are going to be in the postseason this year, with Milwaukee, LA, Atlanta, he swings and misses on strike 3. First baseman number 22, Logan Bratton. Texas might make it to the postseason this year, but they did fall back into 3rd, and they just lost Max Scherzer for the rest of the season this year. And once again, this game is brought to you by Mamaw's Kitchen, located at Dodge Hollow Road and Highway 413 here in Crane, Missouri. Then once again, their Cooper's Deluxe hamburger, served with lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles, and a bag of chips. All how you like it. Along with their chicken sandwiches, they also have chili dogs, hot dogs, of course, Coke and Pepsi products, along with Golden Peak unsweet and sweetened iced tea, along with watermelon tea, and also their lemonades. Once again, it's Mamaw's Kitchen, located at Highway 413 and Dodge Hollow Road in front of the Creekside Shopping Center. Left fielder number 24, Preston Johnson. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, swing and a miss, and it is strike 2 there on Johnson. The next pitch is going to be a strike at 1-1. So he goes down swinging on strikes, and now we head on to the top of the 6th inning. It is 3-1 Hurley. Charlie Ross will lead it off for the Hurley Tigers here in the top half of the 6th inning of play. 4-1 our score in favor of Hurley. First pitch, a strike, 0-1. He hits that one foul, and it's 0-1. Now 0-2 actually. So Ross will have another opportunity to get on base. The 0-2, it's now 1 ball, 2 strikes there to Charlie Ross. He goes down on strikes, and it's now going to be Noah Powell. Number 8, Noah Powell. Two balls, no strikes to count to Noah Powell. Here in the top of the 6th, the pitch swung on in a high fly ball. Pardon me, a little lazy fly ball is going to drop into shallow left center. Runner's on the move. He's going to make it past second base. He's now digging for third, and he will make it on a triple. And that's how we get everything started with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. First baseman number 11, Daniel Keithley. Daniel Keithley digs in. First pitch, swing and a miss, and it is strike 1, 0-1. The pitch swung on and tipped and foul tip. And it's going to be strike 2, 0-2. Next pitch, strike 3 right down the heart of the plate, and that's now going to be 2 away for Alex Medlin. Right fielder, Alex Medlin. Medlin digs in. Here's the pitch. Outside, and it's going to be a ball, 1-0. Next pitch, And right down the pipe for strike 3, and that's how the top of the 6th inning comes to a close. We head on to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is 3-1 Hurley. Logan Bratton leads it off for the Wheaton Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So far, cruising right through as Hurley has the 3-1 advantage over Wheaton. The pitch inside, and it's going to be 1-0. Next pitch is off the pitcher's leg, throws on to first, and there is out number 1. Right fielder number 3, Mitchell Shockley. Mitchell Shockley will dig in. He bats once again from the right side. Nobody on base here for the Bulldogs. The next pitch, here it is, swing and a miss, and it is 0-1. Here it comes, upstairs, and it is 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3, and that is a ball in the dirt. And that is how out number 2 is recorded. Shortstop number 14, Cameron Bratton. Now it's up to Cameron Bratton here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bratton bats from the right side. First pitch he sees is going to be a strike, 0-1. Next pitch, upstairs, 1-2. pitch, swing, and one ball, 2 balls, and nothing in 1. Trying to get, there we go, 1 and 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So trying to get with the scoreboard, swing and a miss, and that is strike 3. We head on to the top of the 7th inning. Nobody on base, no runs, no hits, and no errors. Hurley leads it 3-1. Sean Whitlock will lead it off for the Hurley Tigers here in the top half of the 7th inning. Wheaton's already scored just 1 run. Currently here in the top of the 7th inning once again. Hurley has the advantage, 3-1. Beautiful night here in Crane. The 2-0 pitch will be on its way. Here it comes. Outside, and a walk will be issued there to Whitlock. Shortstop number 7, Kaysen Youngblood. Youngblood, the batter. Got a man on first. That is Whitlock. He reached on the walk. The pitch swung on in a high fly ball into center. It looks like it will be caught, by the center fielder for out number 1. Catcher number 3, Colton Graves. Colton Graves, the batter. Runner goes. There goes the ball. Hit off the end of the bat. No man's land, and that's not going to be caught. That's going to have runners at. Actually, that could make everyone score. No, it's going to score 1 run, and now it's 4-1 Hurley here in the top of the 7th inning of play. And it will bring up the batter in Jordan Cloud. Third baseman number 10, Jordan Cloud. So Jordan Cloud will lead it off. Will come up to bat with one out here in the top of the 7th inning as he rips one foul. Pitch swung on, and that is going to be a little pop out for the pitcher. He'll keep the ball himself. And it's going to be up to Mason Dunn to keep the inning alive. Center fielder number 5, Mason Dunn. Mason Dunn here with 2 away here in the bottom of the, or top of the 7th. Check his swing, and it is 1-0. So the umpire says no swing. Want to know the count to there to Mason Dunn. Run scores, but or runner comes home, but the run doesn't count. We head on to the bottom of the 7th inning, last chance for the Bulldogs. They trail it 3-1. Fernando Gonzalez will get things going here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Final chance coming up for the Bulldogs. Trail at 4-1. First pitch is a swinging strike, 0-1. Excuse me. Next pitch, upstairs, and the ball gets away. And it's now 1-1. the next pitch. Swing and a miss, and it is strike 3, and there's one out. Pitcher number 7, Brody Bateman. Brody Bateman now the batter. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Already one away here in the inning. The pitch misses, and it's going to be ball 1. Pop fly, who will get it, and he drops the ball, and that's going to have the runner now to second base, and the runner or the umpire on the base is called safe, and that's going to be up to Blake Morgan to keep the inning alive and not become an out. Catcher number 5, Blake Morgan. Morgan digs in. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled. Two balls and 2 strikes account to Blake Morgan here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Next pitch is fouled. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hits him, and that's going to put a runner on the base, or on base. Now it's going to be runners at first and second with 1 away. Third baseman number 25, Hayden Royer. So it's Hayden Royer to the plate. The first pitch he sees will be a ball, 1-0. Oh, 0-2 the count to Hayden Royer. One away here in the inning. The pitch downstairs. Runner moves to third. Got a little antsy there on third, trying to score, but it was unsuccessful. 1 ball and 2 strikes account to, once again, Hayden Royer. First base is open for Wheaton and also for Royer. The 1-2 swinging a pop fly. This will stay in foul territory. Who's going to get it? Hurley catcher does not even make effort on that ball. One ball, 2 strikes to count to Royer. 1 out here in the inning. And the pitch. Swung on in a ground ball. That's going to be a base hit. This is going to plate one run. Here comes another. And it's now going to cut the lead in half. And now it's going to actually make the lead down by one. Thanks to a two-run double there by Hayden Royer. What an AB there for Royers. We'll see Coach Quinn Appletoft go out to calm things down with his pitcher. There is Sean Whitlack. Or actually, that was Mason Dunn as the new pitcher. Could be it for Whitlack, as now it's 4-3 Hurley with just one out here in the inning. And Wheaton could walk it off here in the bottom of the seventh inning, as they've already scored 2 runs thanks to an RBI double. And that plated 2 runs. Looks like they will keep him in the game, as he will face Riley Roller. Second baseman number 23, Riley Roller. Riley Roller, the batter, batting from the right side. He's got runners. He's got a man on second. The pitch outside, and it is going to be 1-0. 1-0 the count on Riley Roller. The pitch. Swung on and tapped foul. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and it is. Or pardon me, that was that's 1-1, excuse me. One out here in the bottom of the seventh. 4-3 in favor of Hurley. You need to be careful with Wheaton, because Wheaton could score. The pitch is inside. So the tying run on second, the winning run is at the plate for Wheaton. Let's see what they do. Outside, and will make it now 2 balls and 1 strike. Or now 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Way outside, he misses, ball 4. And so we're going to have 2 runners on. And with a golden opportunity for Preston Johnson to possibly be a hero here. Left fielder, number 24, Preston Johnson. So a walk-off could happen right here. We have runners at first and second. The tying run is in scoring position. That's your man on second. The winning run is on first. 4-3 Hurley. The pitch upstairs, and that is going to be ball 1, 1-0. Once again, 4-3 Tigers here in the bottom of the 7th inning, with Wheaton could have a chance to win it as he swings and foul tips that one, strike 1. Wheaton hitters have been disciplined here in the 7th. The pitch, swing and a miss, and it's now strike 2. And it's 1-2. The pitch, runners go. They'll have to hesitate right on back to their bags. Once again, the tying run is on second. The winning run on first. The pitch. Outside, and it's going to be now 3-2 now to Preston Johnson. A base hit can win it right here. Here's the 3-2. Upstairs and a walk will be issued. So now the tying run is 90 feet away. Winning runs on second. And that will send out Coach Quinn Appletoft to possibly take out his pitcher, as he now has walked the bases loaded. Which pitching hasn't been great in this game, so Dunn will exit. We will have a new pitcher coming in for Hurley. We will find out who it is. Logan Bratton will be the man leading off or be the man to see Kason Youngblood, new man on the mound for the Tigers. Swung on, and that's going to be a base hit. That's going to get past the third baseman. That ties the game. Here comes the winning run. It is going to be in for Wheaton as they walk off the Hurley Tigers here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Final score is Wheaton 5, Hurley 4. And don't go away, we will have our post-game show coming up in just a few moments. Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. I'm here with the head coach of the Wheaton Bulldogs, Coach Tucker Dermott. After that 5-4 walk-off win against Hurley tonight, Coach Dermott, going into this game, you guys were pretty much just playing close all game. What were you relying on?
I mean, we were relying on a lot of the younger guys. We had a freshman on the mound. He pitched fantastic tonight. I was proud of him. He threw strikes. We made the runs that we gave him. I mean, they were self-inflicted, and it was really good to see the boys rally. And I think we got on a little bit, and they knew that they had given them the runs at that point. So to come out and do that, I was extremely proud of them.
Very proud you were indeed of your boys to go out and just take on those Hurley pitchers. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So, what was some things that you guys were most focused on? I know pitching wasn't the greatest tonight.
Yeah.
But what were you guys looking for?
Well, I mean, that's the thing is, I'll give Hurley a ton of credit. They dominated us at the plate, 6 innings. They threw strikes. They moved the ball up and down around the zone. I know they walked a few of us, but they really, really settled in and made it hard on us. Elevated fastball, and then they come back with breaking ball, and they really kept us off balance. And I think it really just kind of took seeing the same arm slot for a while. I think offensively we finally started to we were tunneled in, we were locked in, focused, and then at that point I think our offense finally picked up. But defensively we made a couple mistakes, but we played pretty clean for the most part. So all around it took all 3 phases for us to get it and to come back. So we kept close enough to do, get the job done. So
all 3 phases were needed in this victory.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's going to be onto the consolation round. You guys did lose to Crane. You guys were able to rebound from that loss against Crane over in Hurley.
Yeah.
Who will you guys play? Where are you going on Saturday?
I'm not sure yet. I need to check my phone and see where we're going exactly. It might be, I don't know if it'll be Friday, depending on what Exeter does, or Saturday. So I'm actually not, because Exeter was hosting a consolation. So I'm not sure if we're Friday or Saturday, but one of the two will be. I'm looking forward to it. Wherever we're going, the boys this is a good win, a good thing to build off of, and we got a couple young boys, quite a bit of young guys on the team. So getting a walk-off win like that, it's good for morale. Keep us going. So
it is good for you to have a walk-off win, and wins are important when you have a young win.
Yep.
Very fun words you had to say to Coach Quinn Appletoft of the Hurley Tigers. What would your words be to Coach Appletoft of the Hurley Tigers?
Yeah, no, I've coached him a few times, and he's always, every time he comes out, no matter if he's got 15 guys or what he had 9 tonight, I know that the 9 he's got is going to be, they're going to be in it, and they always play us well, and we always play them well. It's always close, tight games. He's a heck of a coach. He was calling pitches and stuff, and like I said, he kept us off balance all night, so he did a fantastic job. So Hurley is going to be fine. We'll see him again here later in the season, and I know they'll give us a tough one. And so I'm looking forward to it. Though they're a very, very solid team. They got a bunch of juniors too, so they'll be the same thing next year. So
appreciate the time, Coach. Coach Dermott, congratulations on that walk-off win against Hurley. Sorry.
Okay,
So best of luck to where you guys are going. If you guys are going to Exeter, if you're going to maybe it might be back home at Wheaton. Who knows?
I don't know.
But
no idea. So
best of luck to your next game.
Thank you, sir.
That was Coach Tucker Dermott, as that will end our live stream for tonight. We hope you enjoyed both of our live streams. We will see you back here tomorrow night here at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium for the semifinal rounds. The games are going to be featuring Hartville against Southwest and Billings against Galena. One final time, I'm Adam Smith saying so long from beautiful Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.